is the thing, right?
This is what? Are you taking it off? Are you going to take it off?
Yeah, I got to display the feet, no?
They would prefer it if you did.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's what we were talking about.
That's right. Wait, are you going to go full foot?
What's that?
Are you going sockless?
I could go
I mean, that's for your comfortability.
Yeah. Well, look at the arch on my foot.
They will listen, I'm not even in the feet. That's a good arch. You are not flat-footed.
No, it's insane. Okay, look at the instep.
That's like kind of concerning. You have like the same feet as like a 1800s Chinese woman.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
yeah, that's kind of wild.
Look, people used to joke with me, like, throughout my life. It looks like my foot should start here. It does. Like, and go. Like, my foot's all instep. It's all down slope.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, it's all kinds of fucking...
Because that's too much.
Problems, dude. I will say, though, really good for surfing and dancing. Balance.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm excellent in both. Okay, because I have this...
Because you have this hoof. You have a hoof with toes. That's what you have. It's kind of wild. I keep looking at it.
Because I can't believe you haven't seen this.
Can you show the profile to the camera? Even if you're not in the feet, this is a wild-looking foot.
Yeah, let me get... what's the best way, do you think?
Maybe if I'll sit like this.
Yeah,
and then you can
just kind of like that, right?
So they could get a look.
That's
wild.
So it's like that. You can kind of see the level of instep.
Yes.
On the camera, and then if I point,
you
can really see the intensity.
It looks like a horse's hoof that hasn't been shaved down in a while.
Yeah, it's all down. Like, my instep's so high.
It's a high instep. Is that the medical term? Instep?
Yeah, well, that's what people I think it is. It arch. They say arch.
They say arch.
They say arch. And,
that's intense.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to find. There's also this great thing about this. By the way, thank you for getting me a iced coffee.
No, shout out to you.
Yeah, you don't mind if I wear the shades, do you?
No, you have a very. You look
I'm enjoying this. Here, look. I can give you a quick. Just so you know, I'm not a crazy person. Hello. Good. Nice to see you.
Right back at you.
You know, I just saw you last night.
No, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it was.
You're telling me like I wasn't there. I know. Well, I was half of the relationship.
Last night was excellent, dude. Rich had a great fucking set.
I had an okay set.
You had a solid. I like this. You're one of these guys. You do this. We all do this. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're down playing a little bit, but it was for me.
Well, thank you.
I'm going around singing the praises.
Oh, thank you.
I told a homeless guy.
You're sitting in the park today. You're telling them.
I told the lady at my laundromat. Like, Rich Chappell had a hell of a set last night. I don't know. Do you like comedy? Yeah, she's like,
Kay?
No, I was dropping off my fucking jersey. Dude, I'm all jerseys now. What's
It's
happening
2 days in a row,
me,
2
dude?
jerseys.
Well, I'm thinking maybe in my cash game, which is my casual game.
Gotcha.
I know you're going to stay with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't go below jersey. I'm going to put a floor on it.
Okay. I don't fully know. Because it looks like you just got off a casting call for Entourage.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you have a list of these for me somewhere? Because they're very well written. They're sort of tight and precise. You have like specific shows. Yesterday you were like, you look like you're going to a low budget premiere for a Miramax film.
That's what you looked like.
I know, but it just comes out of the mouth right.
I know.
For a Miramax film. And that's just because you had a good set. You've been doing well.
I know, I was hot. I told you I got my bomb out of the way in Montreal Thursday night.
Oh, bro, that's another concept that I love that you brought out last night, is getting the bomb out of the way.
You got to get your bombs out of the way, Palestine. That's so stupid.
Yeah, dude, you got Palestine. Oh, we were doing that too last night, where you kind of do a secret, but you don't really do a secret.
It's a secret to the room.
Palestine.
Am I right? All these Jews. What?
Yeah, you put your mouth there, but you said it as loud.
Yeah.
All these Jews. Maybe you even go up and you look. You try to get more people involved. Usually in a secret, you bring a guy down. You go open. You open up.
Yep.
Right?
Yes, I did.
All the Jews. People were like, is that a secret?
By the way, I wasn't talking about Jews with this move yesterday. Let's just make a point.
Okay, let's talk about the other thing, too. By the way, we got to pin the jersey, or we're never going to get back.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have to stick to Jersey. But yes, no, finish your idea here.
When Rich, you had a joke about, or not a Jew joke, I'm sorry. It was about your friend being gay, Zach, right?
Oh, yeah, the comic.
He hosted the show. Yeah. Great job. Did a great job. Great guy. I don't know him, actually.
I've gotten to know him now because he's Mayhol's friend, so he hosts a lot, and so I've gotten to know him.
Seems like a great guy.
Great guy. Might be gay, but great guy.
Yeah, apparently.
Not but great guy, but you know. I'm not saying if you're gay, you're not a good person. I'm just saying. He says he's gay a lot.
But he's a great guy.
Yes.
But Rich was having this killer set, and we were saying whenever you have a gay joke in the back pocket, or you think in yourself, you know what, I can riff about how everyone thinks Zach's gay.
Yes.
And they're telling him, hey, are you sure you're not gay? He was saying that joke.
He was saying it.
Yeah, because it's like, people ask me too sometimes, when, there's things about you, you got no girlfriend, you dress up, you're groomed well, all these stupid things, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the last one's a stupid thing, but okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying for me. I'm saying this is when people think people
are gay.
Right.
Gotcha.
It's like they're using these kinds of silly, stereotypes.
Yes.
Yeah, generalizations. And you knew you could riff off that. Off him potentially. You go.
I had an idea.
Hey, if you wanna, I remembered exactly. You were like, hey, if you guys want to vote on whether Zach's gay, there's the QR code.
That's why we put it on the table.
That was real nice. That was
solid.
solid.
Was fun, right?
Yeah. So, but I think we were joking that you felt, it made me feel like you were really loose.
Loose.
That's a nice, okay.
I was in a good Zen state. I was very water. I was very fluid. I was ready to, move to wherever the crowd wanted me to go.
Yeah, and as a comic, there's always probably some kind of prejudicial kind of statement lingering in the back of your mind that if you're like, okay, maybe I can go to this.
Yeah.
To save myself and bring my set into a new level.
Nothing better than when a riff pays off.
Yes.
Never anything better. And I'll tell you when that didn't work out. Mm-hmm. Thursday at Deli Planet in Montreal. Shout out to you.
Right, so you got your
You were there.
Were they there?
I don't think so.
But you got your bomb out of the way.
Got my bomb way out of the way. Felt fantastic.
Yeah. You got it.
I cleaned the pipes.
Yeah.
I think you said that yesterday. You cleaned the pipes? I was like, yeah, I cleaned the pipes. Is that an individually wrapped apple?
Yeah.
In plastic?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I get them in Midtown near where I work.
But you came from Astoria.
Yeah, I had it. I put it in my backpack. Like, I didn't eat it the other day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So the jerseys?
So listen. I was thinking, I'm going to go jersey.
Okay.
Whenever I'm cash.
Okay.
Like, what's your cash? What for you, right? Like, obviously, I'm in a Entourage spinoff.
Yeah.
Is this your cash here? This quarter zip? Are you in a quarter zip?
I'm in a quarter zip right now. You look like you manage OnlyFans models in that. That's what you look like.
Okay, once again, this list that I know you keep continues.
Yeah, I knew you were coming over today. I was like, okay, what can he wear? I just came up with a bunch of ideas.
Tell
I just
me,
brainstormed.
Did you? But did you? Or are you going off the cuff?
No, going off the cuff.
Wow.
I'm going off the quarter zip.
Okay, well, there's the title of the episode. I'm going off the quarter zip.
Off the quarter zip.
Is this your cash, though? I mean,
this is comedy cash.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then.
Because, like, I'm heading out to the show right after this. I'll wear this.
Right.
But, like, cash to me is T-shirt, nothing with a collar.
Right.
I
Right.
think-
You don't want to go up too far because then you're not cash.
Right. Anything with a collar to me is not cash.
Yeah,
Or-
I can't. No,
It's not formal, but it's not cash.
Right. Now, but you don't want to go too schlubby, right? This is what I'm saying, putting a floor on it. Jerseys make me feel like I'm going cash, but I'm not going full on. Like white tee that probably should have stayed in the hamper.
So you're saying
or-
this is more dressed up than
Yes.
wearing a wrinkled T-shirt?
Oh, of course.
Gotcha. And there's
Of course.
there's no other option but jersey.
For me, well, no, there's tons of options, right? There's your quarter zip.
Yeah.
Right. For me, I like the jersey option. I like the look.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I like to look like Rick Ross. I like to look like a rapper.
Gotcha.
Or what I think kind of an ill New York stylish kind of look.
You want to look like a guy that's drinking a coffee in Tribeca.
Yeah, they wear shit like that out there.
Yeah, the hat's a lot too.
The hat's a lot, dude.
The hat's a lot.
This was a gift, too.
You don't say. I think whoever gave that to you didn't like you too much.
Do you know what this hat's for, though?
No, I'm going to ask because it says locks on it, which I thought would be like a salmon reference. But no, it's an acronym. And I'm trying to read what it is.
No, it's a rap group.
Locks is a rap
The
group?
Locks. Yeah, the Locks.
Okay.
And do you know Versus? The TV show Versus, where they like play
Versus?
music,
No.
the hip hop artists, and they battle each other.
No, I have no idea what
Oh,
you're talking about. Is
wow.
that currently going on?
Really? Yeah, it was going on for a while. Like one musical artist. I can't believe you didn't see this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're like
Versus?
kind of a pop culture guy too.
Versus used to be a TV channel. I remember that.
Was it?
Yeah, the NHL would be on it.
Okay. No, not that.
Pros versus Joes, too.
Pros versus Joes.
Remember Pros versus Joes? That was
What's
cool.
that?
It'd be like recently retired athletes versus just like jabronis. Be like
That's
T.O.
funny.
going against some like IT director.
Right, like I'd like to see Testaverde.
Slinging it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they were doing.
Let me ask you something. You think Testaverde, you think he could get like lead a drive? Like how much do you think Testaverde could get done?
Right now?
Yeah.
In the NFL?
Yeah.
Not
if
much.
he came
I think he's like 55 years old, maybe 60 years old. He would do. Might die.
No, but now you're trying to be fun. Don't try to. I want to actually. If I put a gun to your head, or is Testaverde getting 2 first downs? Is he getting
No.
a touchdown? Do you think he's actually collapsing under the weight of like a sack? What do you think's actually happening if Testaverde goes in there?
I think they hand it off 3 times and get him off the field. That's what I think they do.
All right, but what if they have to try to? I'm saying like he's got to play. He's got to play the game.
Well, it's like.
Do you like? Is he going to get injured in the first quarter, second, third, or play the whole game?
Oh, he'll get injured first. Drive.
You think so? Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First drive.
Dude, at 55, 60 years old?
But what if he gets rid of the ball fast?
No, it still doesn't matter. You're still getting pushed at like right when you're throwing it.
Right, if there's a roughing the passer or something.
No shot. There's guys in the league currently in their 20s that can't do that.
But you think he could drop back? He could drop back.
I'm not denying his ability to drop back. I still think he has
Okay,
pocket
thank you.
presence.
Thank you. You're not denying his ability to
Yeah.
drop back. I think he would. If you're asking me, I think Testaverde's getting like an 8-yard. He's getting one at the sticks. He's throwing a hitch to the sticks. He'll get you a first down. I think he might have to come out though. I think he might he couldn't probably play the second. You might not he might not play the second half.
Okay.
Like he would go in at halftime, and I think people would be like, "You got to stop." You know, like you're gonna get hurt.
They treat him like a short form starting pitcher.
Do you? But do you think?
Is any of this relatable? Do you gay foot fetish people know Vinny Testaverde?
Do people not know who Vinny Testaverde is?
I think bros know who Vinny Testaverde is.
Yeah.
I would say the average. I would say the average male doesn't know who Vinny Testaverde is, but bros know Vinny Testaverde, especially Northeast bros.
Northeast bros gotta know Testaverde.
That was a big jersey growing up.
Testaverde.
You would see it around town.
Really?
He's also a Long Island guy.
Oh,
And he lived in the
I
town
didn't know
next.
that.
He lived in the town next to us.
Wow.
His kids
you're
went to St. Dom's.
Oh shit! So you know a lot about Testaverde. Do you ever
Yeah.
see him getting like a bagel or?
No, he's not like Billy Joel. You don't see him out. Billy Joel, you see out. John Gotti Jr., you see out. You don't see Vinny Testaverde out. Vinny Testaverde was a very private life.
How do you know this?
I'm just telling you from my experience. Billy Joel, you see all the time.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. That's not a joke.
How often are you back in Long Island scoping Billy Joel?
I'm just saying growing up. I'm not scoping Billy Joel. I'm
You're
just saying
going-
you're sitting outside. He drives by all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Didn't you give him something? You
No,
Billy,
he's a scumbag.
Billy.
He's a
Is
dick.
he really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you never know stuff like this. What does he drive?
Motorcycle.
Wow.
Yeah. Drives
I
motorcycle
would
all
have
over
never
town.
put him in a motorcycle.
Exclusively motorcycle. He owns a motorcycle shop
Really? In the town?
in the town.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like Paul Newman in my town. Paul Newman. He
Paul Newman?
Yeah, he opened a playhouse, the Westport Playhouse.
But that makes sense for Paul Newman. Paul Newman's You Got a Friend in Me, right?
No, the actor. Am I saying the name wrong?
I don't know.
No, he's a famous actor. He did the dressings, the salad dressings, HUD, Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, I know him from the dressings.
Okay. You know, from the
Great
balsamic
dressings.
vinaigrettes.
Yeah, that balsamic vinaigrette. For the price point, there's no better price point than a Newman's balsamic vinaigrette.
That's what I'm saying. That's the guy from my old town that did that. He opened up a playhouse.
Damn.
And you could see him around once or twice. But it doesn't sound like Joel around, though. I think he was a little more private than Joel. It sounds like Joel was, like, rolling up on you.
Joel's all over the place.
Yeah. Is he like giving peeps a taste in town?
No.
Like, hey, he doesn't.
No, he tries to be private, but the thing is, he'll like be pushing his kids in a stroller,
Yeah.
and then people are like, "Hey, Billy," he's like, "Oh, why would you, dude? You're 75. You're the only 75-year-old with 3-year-old twins in the world. Like, obviously, it's you.
Right. And you wrote 100 songs, like, 65 of them I can't get out of my head.
And they all happen to be about this town. All the songs you wrote about Oyster Bay.
Wait, what's that one song I love? Down Easter? Down Easter Alexa or something?
I don't know.
Is that Joe? Oh, my God.
My
what a-
parents do not like Billy Joel. So
Really?
I didn't get into Joel until college.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because once you get a fucking couple brewskis in the system,
Oh.
you realize what the man was doing.
Once you get a couple Four Locos in you and you hear Piano Man for the first time,
Right. It's like getting high and listening to Bob Marley.
same thing.
It's like, hey, wait a second, get yourself a 6-pack and listen to Joel. All right?
Yes.
Don't be a weirdo like, listening to Joel sober in a fucking library.
The amount of natty ices I consumed listening to
Yeah.
Billy Joel, unquantifiable.
Unquantifiable, yes.
Yes.
Yes, like scenes in an Italian restaurant.
Oh, that restaurant was right around the corner from my house.
No, stop.
Cristiano's. Unbelievable chicken parm.
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Whoa. Bro, this is way too much information. That's the exact restaurant? How do you know that,
Cristiano's.
Rich? How do you know
Because
that?
they made it their whole thing. Was about how the song was about the restaurant.
How does that happen, do you think? Does the song come out and then they begin a campaign, obviously, right? They can't go, you don't know.
100%. You would walk in and there's a poster of the lyrics.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, not anymore. Now it's a mathnasium.
What the fuck is a mathnasium?
I can't really decide who goes to mathnasiums. It's either like really smart Asian kids or autistic white kids or a combination of both.
That's a gym where you
For
do
nerds.
math?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some sort of nerd
That's
gym.
bizarre. But Joel, so the lyrics are when you, so what do you think about that though? You think places are going, hey, if someone writes a song, you think like delis are doing that in suburban town? Hopefully someone writes a fucking song about us.
I'm not saying that's the goal of every restaurant ever created, but I do think if it happens, they adopt it and make it their personality. At least from what I've noticed.
Right.
Movie scenes, Katz's, When Harry Met Sally.
Have they done a lot with that?
That's the whole, yeah.
Really? They got it up?
Hanging above the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of cool. That's kind of embarrassing, too, like if you do a scene somewhere and they don't adopt it.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
That's got to be embarrassing. I don't think that's ever happened, though.
You don't think?
I don't think that's ever happened in history.
They're like, fuck this guy. This guy sucked.
Dude, you go to any pizza place in the city, they'll have a picture of whenever a famous person walked by.
Yo, have you... I saw that in the Joe's. Have you been... The Union Square Joe's?
Oh.
They have every picture of anyone that's gone in there.
Here's the thing about Joe's.
Yeah.
Because there's a Joe's and
Give me
Fide-Eye.
Give me the low, because I'm going to fucking... Give me the
Take
low.
the sunglasses off for this one. Joe's, they just put up pictures of when famous people went to any Joe's. Not that Joe's specifically.
It's not that Joe. How do you know that?
Because when it opened in Fide-Eye, I walked in first day, pictures of famous people at Joe's all over the place. How the fuck did it happen? You just opened.
Right. So it was just like generally people
That were at a Joe's.
at a Joe's. How do I feel about that?
I don't like it. I also don't like Joe's, so.
You don't like Joe's?
No. This is my hottest New York City take. I will go anywhere else.
Can I say, this is one reason why I really love you, Rich. Because I don't fucking care. I've never eaten at Joe's and thought, a guy who doesn't like Joe's is a real fucking idiot.
People have told me that.
That's stupid. That's a stupid...
Okay.
I think it's kind of a nice take.
Thank you.
It's kind of a nice take. Do you have a pizza place that you do kind of bring up when you... Because you don't want to be the guy that just hates on Joe's and doesn't give a counter spot.
Oh, Prince Street.
Prince Street.
Prince Street Pizza.
I don't even know if I know that.
Fantastic pepperoni slice.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And that's on Prince Street.
Good job.
Yeah. I'm trying to picture it. I don't know. What does it look like?
It's tiny. It's a little.
Tiny
There's
zone.
always a line around the corner. Unless you go at a very odd time.
Oh, yeah, I hate
I know.
lines.
I hate a line, but for that, I'll do it.
Yeah.
For that, I'll do it.
I hate a line.
I
What
hate
about
a
up
line.
here? Is there good pizza up here?
Right next door. Lamia
Really?
Pizza. Best I've had in Manhattan.
What?
And the guy
All
who
right, I'm
works
going to get some after this.
right after this, stop by. Tell them
Yeah.
I sent you. They don't know me. But the,
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
the guy that works the counter.
Yeah. No, let's go in there. Well, you go, and then I'll say.
Well, just when you go in, notice that the guy who works the counter has a dead eye.
Okay. Does
And
that
it's
mean
very distracting.
But what does that mean? Like the eye, is it not there? Is it?
Yeah, it shouldn't be there. You ever see like a really old cat? It's got like a gray eye,
Okay.
and you're like,
it's
that's not good.
Right. Is it flooded? Is it like
It's
hazy?
it's Hurricane Sandy. It's flooded.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hazy. It looks like someone blew vape smoke into it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And he's working there a lot.
he was the face of the restaurant, which is unfortunate.
I was gonna say we should go in there, you and I. We should go into pizza places, you and I. Like, dude, let's do this. Are you in? Are you in?
Okay. Well, I want to hear the idea. You haven't pitched the idea yet. You're asking me if I'm in. You haven't even said the idea.
Well, I'm wondering if I want to get your commitment prior.
Well, that's not going to happen. So you might. So just pitch the
Come on,
idea.
but like, what if? Okay, all right. I'll give you the. But you're. You seem somewhat. Do you have free time? If this idea is a good.
Yes,
you do.
And we're starting the Patreon soon. Heads up, by the way.
You're starting a Patreon.
Yeah.
Wow. You're gonna make some sweet cheese that way.
Hopefully. Well, maybe this idea will help.
Okay.
Fill me in. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we go. We like. We get some. And you can collaborate on this idea too if you want it to. If you want it to be a little more your speed.
Okay.
But we go around to some pizza places and we try to hang up our photo. Like a candid of us maybe in the pizza place, right? Or else it would probably get taken down too soon.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I like where you're going. I think Tom Delgado does that.
There's a guy who already does that?
Well, that's not his thing.
Right.
He does he's friends with Tobin. I'm surprised you don't
No,
know
I know who Tom Delgado is. He does the walking tours.
He does the walking tours.
Big reader, too.
Doing a show with him on Thursday.
Really?
I saw him giving a tour the other day
Yeah.
in Union Square.
He's a nice guy. I like Tom Delgado.
He doesn't know who I am, but even though we had dinner together, Tom.
You had dinner
And
with
I
him.
know you're watching with Tobin
Yeah.
at Empanada Mama's.
Oh, I love that place.
Fantastic location.
I love that place.
This is back when Baby Shower was cooking.
Yeah, they're not. He's not doing it anymore.
Yeah, it's over.
What are you doing for dinner tonight?
I was going to stop at Cava before I set up for the show.
Right.
First Saturday show, folks.
Saturday.
That's right. We only got 9 tickets sold as of this very second. So
Stone Street.
Stone Street Comedy, first Saturday.
Pitch,
They know, you fucking freaks.
yeah, down on Wall Street. Great room, great show.
Yep.
Okay, yes, we've arrived.
Yeah, so
Not the hang. We'd like to curate the hang.
you like to curate the hang at Stone Street Comedy.
I'd like to curate. What were you going to say?
I want to get into this new apartment.
Oh, okay. That's fair too.
Yeah.
That's fair too.
Would you like to go? Because I don't even know what questions to ask about your new apartment.
Well, first of all, are you in on the idea? You think Tom Delgado already does this?
I'm in on the idea. If you lead the charge, I'll stand next to you.
Yeah, like we can hang it up maybe right here. Do they have any hung up right here?
I don't think they do.
Restaurant?
I don't think they do. Maybe they do. I haven't paid attention that much.
You
I don't
know?
think they do.
You
I don't think they have
do?
any celebrities on the wall.
Okay. What do you want to know, dude?
What do I
you
want to
wanna
know
about my new?
What kind of question? I shouldn't have to know anything.
Oh my god, dude!
Like, that shouldn't even be a question. What do you want to know? What should you tell me?
There's so much to report. Well, first of all, it's probably legal.
I assume that.
Okay? So of all, this is why I asked you what you wanted to know. I'm gonna yell you because I knew I was gonna say something, and you go, "Well, that I knew." It's. Yeah, did you really know it's probably illegal?
I had a strong feeling because the past every apartment you've had is illegal. So this is where we're going to start. How did you? Let me ask this.
Yeah.
Where do you look for apartments? We'll start there.
Craigslist.
Okay, that's a strong indicator for what's going on.
Yes.
Okay, so you look for apartments on Craigslist.
Yes, I put in my max price.
Okay.
And I don't want like a bunch of Look, I was looking on like Zillow and this shit. Right? Like all these places, and it's fine. Like I don't know what your place is, but I'm assuming everything was like almost $3,000 a month.
This isn't that. This is $2,250.
Okay. So sure, it's not that, but it's like getting close. 20.
It's more than I think you're paying for.
Especially
that last place.
I'm paying nothing.
Yes,
I'm paying zero. Now,
it's also illegal.
Now, if I go missing, it's not a mystery.
Yes.
Okay, I have been telling people that it is like we will know what happened.
Okay.
Okay, But I'm on Craigslist. I put in a max in the places I look for, or I like to find, especially when I'm running out of time to find a place.
Okay.
Because I had to be out by the end of October.
Right.
And I had my sister's wedding at the end of October.
When did you start looking?
They told me back in August, so I had been looking. The problem was, and this was a little regrettable, I could, you learn, you live and you learn, but the problem was when I started looking, you have to be ready to move in New York.
Yes.
Right.
Also, we have a lot of new fans since you've last been on the podcast, especially since when you first revealed your living situation, which was over a year ago now.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm a nocturnal. I'm a lawyer that works it. I'm a lawyer. I also work at night.
Yes,
I
he's
go
a
to
nocturnal
movies
lawyer.
all the time. I love Diet Coke and what else? That's about it.
Well, thank you for the quick background on you.
Yes.
Do
you need to know more bio?
I think we're covered on that.
Okay.
We could keep going for days on that.
Right.
But so your previous apartment, if you'd just like to briefly go over what that was.
Right. So I was living in someone's 2-bedroom.
Was it a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, it was in a nice building in Brooklyn or Harlem, but I was subletting one room.
Right. But it was also the office of a nonprofit.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're kind of burying the lead.
Yes. Well, no, I was just hoping that,
it was more of an office than an apartment.
100%, she didn't use the apartment as an apartment.
Yes.
But it had 2 bedrooms. People are going to be like, where the fuck did he sleep? It was a 2-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
That was converted into an office.
Got it.
With desks. And yes, there were times I walked out into the main room and there were people from Africa who had just emigrated and were sitting in the living room, and I was the first face they saw.
Gotcha.
In the new land. In my underwear. In the morning. Yeah.
We're just setting the stage for that was the last apartment.
Yes, and she literally ran a nonprofit for immigrants.
Great.
Yes, and I lived there with a monk for a long time, who was a former monk who lived in a monastery for 15 years, but he left when his mother died, and he grew up in France and many different places and had come to the U.S. and was now living in the room across from me.
Yes. Also claimed to have created the cure for COVID.
Yes, he had a small vial that you would take some of to cure COVID.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So this is where you're being kicked out of. So in August, they tell you, Matt, it's been great, but we're going to need your room to expand the office.
We're growing.
Yeah, the company's growing. We have to lay you off. You're a tenant.
Yeah, you're expendable. You've done nothing for our business. You need to leave. That's what happened. I got a call, and they were like, our nieces are moving in.
Okay.
It's time to hit the old dusty trail.
Yeah, go back on Craigslist and find a new
Saddle
spot.
up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and they felt bad about, to be honest, we had become kind of fast friends. I don't know if I told you about that.
I don't know what the definition of fast friends is.
It's probably not mine, which is over the course of 4 years. And starts as us not being friends. The complete opposite. We were slow friends, but I got into a point where I went to that cocktail party.
Right, which was also in your living room.
That was in my living room, which was wild. The food, I'm sitting on top of people, the music, we're all in my living room. But she was very nice. I would get them coffee. I would get people who work at the office coffee. I would come in. I would go.
You were an intern at this nonprofit?
Rich, you would have loved to have seen this. I sat at a desk for 2 months. She let me use a desk.
You're sitting in your doing. Why would you use a desk?
Because the project I was working on wouldn't let me use my Mac. They had a tech issue. They were like, we need you to use a PC. I didn't have one. She had a spare PC in the office, a.k.a. the living room, and I sat down at it for 2 months.
You worked the floor of this nonprofit?
Yeah, having like office banter with people, you know.
What's it like to talk about the ultimate commute? Everyone's talking about working remote. You had the best of both worlds. You rolled out of bed, you're in the office.
I commuted and I worked remotely at the same time.
At the same time.
No one's ever done it in the history of man. How would you even do that, Matt? I commuted to and it's not I don't own this business because most people will be like, well, I work in my house. No, I was working at a different company in my own apartment.
In his own apartment.
As a lawyer, by the way, too, because that's what she would ask. She would ask me like legal shit sometimes. Because I'm a lawyer, so she'd be like, can you look at ba-da-da-da-da? And I'm like, well, we're supposed to do nonprofit work as a lawyer to stay registered.
So I am technically working here.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, send them over to my desk.
Send them over to my desk. She's adding a stack of paperwork onto your desk. She's like, I need this done by 5 p.m. I need this done by EOD.
Well, that was where I got a little nervous because I was like, you got to chill out, because she gave me her book to like edit, and I was like, okay, look, like
you're not an editor.
No,
she wrote a
book. But I'm a good reader, Rick. I mean, Rick. I'm a good editor. Like, I'm good. I read my whole life, dude. I may look and sound like a fool and a Yahoo, but deep down, I'm a lawyer, so like I can, you know. But yes, you're right. I'm not a professional editor.
Yeah.
So let me arrive at that over the course of like 25 seconds.
Not only are you doing the work you're being paid for, you're also doing work for a nonprofit, and then you're being hired as a freelance editor.
Yeah, and I was like, you better pay. That was my problem. I was like, hey, I'm not doing this like out of the kindness of my heart. It's because you're in my fucking living room.
No,
okay,
Matt, it's not because she's in your living room. It's because you're in her office. You might as well pay $3,000 for an apartment. You'd save money.
Why? What do you mean? Because you think I'm doing this free work?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, so I didn't do that much free work, and what I needed was the computer so I could do my work where I get paid in. So I wouldn't have been able to get. I was able to use the PC, the computer. But I had to shut it down after a while. You're right. I had to go, hey, listen, let's take it easy. Yeah. All right. This is too much. This isn't going to work out. All right.
Okay. So we're getting kicked out of the apartment. She tells you August my nieces are coming in.
Yes.
So Michael's out also.
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yes,
the monk.
Yeah,
okay.
He took off right away because it was a tough stitch, and he was right. He was like, this is too stressful.
Yeah, he's a monk. He hates stress.
Yeah, and they were being weird. They were like, well, maybe you can stay. No, you need to go. Well, maybe you should leave now. And then they were like, well, you could leave later. And then they were like, are you leaving yet? And then, like, people showed up with boxes. So it was like this whole, like, whoa, what the hell do we do?
Right.
He got out of town.
Okay.
Jumped in a cab, got out of town.
Okay.
I hit Craigslist.
You hit Craigslist.
And just to let people know, I don't want, first of all, I don't want to jump on a lease. I don't want to be locked into something.
Okay.
What, you seem hesitant.
You don't. So you were month to month with the past. You were month to month and you stayed 4 years.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what's going on. Okay. You don't like to be locked into a place, even though you will stay there for 2 Olympics.
Yes, I would. Strong point. I see what you're saying. You're saying I stayed that long anyway.
Yes.
I would have signed a longer lease if I knew that. Like, I would have been like, it's not like I'm against leases. It's just like, if generally month to month do a couple of things. One, they're much cheaper.
Okay.
Right, they're just much cheaper, and they're not going to credit check me and do 1,000 things. Like, my credit's okay, it's not great. I don't want to go through the rigmarole.
I understand that.
Of like, hey, you got denied. I need to go check. I need to apply somewhere else.
I got it.
Right, and not that couldn't work for me. I'm a barred attorney. I make a good amount of money now. It's just like, right.
Equinox.
I do. I have a membership at Equinox and a deal through my job.
Shout out to him.
Right. Which is balancing out where I live because I'm literally in the nicest places in the city and the craziest.
Yes.
So
I don't think they would allow you in Equinox if they knew everything.
They might not.
They should do an interview process at Equinox because you would not be allowed in.
What do you think would keep me out, though? You mean my
just
place?
once you start talking and they find out like what you do,
who I am. I just live so outside the matrix is the issue, and they would see that. I'm hidden in plain sight, which is really confusing, I think, to the general masses, right?
Yes.
Right, like I'm paying $700 and I'm living in a pod. I'm going to call it a pod is where I'm living in the basement of a family house in Astoria. And there's units, but they're not, like, the walls are probably created with some kind of something a little stiffer than your cardboard box.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And now we're getting into more of the meat of this, right? Yes. And there is a smell when I moved in. Yes, 2 days ago. I paid a TaskRabbit guy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And he moved me in. And, this smell made me dry heave.
Okay. So you didn't visit the place beforehand?
No, I visited it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that I know. It makes it...
was the stench there before?
I was in a bit of a rut, but not like... I didn't notice it like this. I didn't really notice it like this. I was like... I saw the room. I saw that the lights were on.
Okay.
I saw that the heat or the water worked.
Okay. Walk me through what you're looking at an apartment. Where are you checking?
When I go there or online? Let's
do both.
Okay. Online I just wanted something that I could secure. I was like, something that like wasn't going to be a problem. I had like a week and a half.
Okay.
Right? And just to let people know, even listings, like I don't know if people have ever done this. It's kind of like sales. Like
listings are bullshit.
Right. Most people are just not real people and they don't get back to you.
Especially on fucking Craigslist.
Right. And all these places, dude, I was looking at like, don't get me wrong, I was looking at like 1,500. I could have paid like 15. Like I could have. Now I didn't want to do that because listen, if I'm going to live like this, just give me the deal.
Yes.
Because now I can save money. I've already like gotten a lot saved up, and then I can get out of debt. Like there's a lot of badass moves with this.
Yes.
I can go shoot shit because I love to go make stuff. I can go put stuff into movies. I can keep doing comedy and not worry about it.
He means acting, folks.
Yeah. I can go acting stuff.
He's not like Metcalf shooting, like literally shooting things.
Yeah, like camera, like Metcalf does the camera. Yeah.
No, he like literally, like he travels around and shoots guns.
Oh, like that. That's cool too, but I don't do that.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
Yeah. But I could go do that because I can travel. This is a positive aspect, and I'm going to say before people, because we'll go into the negative and then or the downsides, and people are probably going to think like I'm literally insane. So I'm not totally insane, but there's some positives. I'm insane. The traveling is great because look, I can go do an Airbnb.
Good.
I can go to a hotel. Yep. I can go out to LA and go where I want, and I could pay both. I could pay 3 months of rent easily and not come back to the fucking place and go Airbnb, stay on some couch, have some fun and not worry about it.
Right.
So that's too enticing to me to be like, okay, I'm going to like live above my means or at my means a little bit and run out of money in a year.
Makes sense.
Kind of a weird move because I can't save money either in that scenario too.
Right.
So what I wanted, I'm like just to answer your question, I probably sent like 50 emails every day for a week.
To this one listing.
No. To all kinds of different listings that were like $950 for, a friend of mine, comedian Dylan Krause, gave me like an artist website where it's like some kind of listing where they like artists. It's only a lot of artists in New York.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So I start hitting these people up. A lot of times their numbers aren't listed. It's just emails.
Just emails.
So I'm like all of a sudden I'm like a cold sales guy out here sending email and I'm getting maybe like one email after like 50. I'll get like one or two the next day and they'll be like, we only wanted a female roommate, but thanks for emailing me. Room filled. Thanks for emailing me. Right?
Right.
Not moving out. Thanks for emailing me. And that's like after 4 days, like 3 emails from 150.
Right.
So I'm like hustling, and now I'm running out of time. It's like Friday. The next week on Wednesday, I go to Nantucket, and I don't come back till the next Monday.
That's insane.
And I got to move out by that Friday. So, like, things are moving.
It's insane that you're like, I live this gypsy lifestyle looking for other gypsies to live with. I did go to Nantucket for a week.
I do have a membership at Equinox.
Yeah. But when I'm not living this luxurious lifestyle, which is 1 week and a half at a time, I do live a gypsy lifestyle where I do take powders to combat toxic diseases.
Is that the COVID?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I live like this. I'm like your type. I'm reformed trash.
No, you're the opposite.
Oh, okay. What is
like
it?
You're the opposite of the type of girl I'm looking for.
Okay.
Reformed trash is someone that grew up in the gypsy culture but now is living in Nantucket.
Oh, I'm the complete inverse.
You're the exact inverse of what I'm looking for.
Yes.
We can never work.
I'm the complete inverse. Right, I grew up around a lot of it, and now I live in complete despair.
Yeah, you live in complete squalor.
Yes.
But you could easily not.
Yes, I could not. Well, that's debatable.
That's true. It is debatable.
That's debatable because I got $300,000 in student loans and I got credit card debt and I want to make shit and I want to save money. This is the easiest way for me to save money.
It makes sense.
Right. And let's be real. I'm not like the place is fine, right? Like there's electricity.
What's the smell?
Okay. But let me finish.
Okay.
Let me just finish. So I'm sending all these emails. It's Friday. I'm leaving the next Wednesday, and I'm going to have to move out that last week.
Right.
So it hits me. I'm like, okay, I gotta get rid of a lot of my stuff so I can be even more flexible. Because some of the rooms I was looking at were big enough to hold all my shit.
But you have no stuff.
You would think I do have some. Like,
you have a lot of books.
Yeah, I got books. I got like a thing like that. I got my thing, a bit. I don't have tons of shit, but I have enough that I was like, I got a desk. I got 2 desks. Like
I got 2 desks?
Yeah, 2 desks.
And you had the office space?
In the all, yeah, and I went to the living room, yeah.
You had 3 desks in a 5-foot radius?
Well, the other one was in the living room.
In the living room office. You know how you have a living room office?
Yeah. Look, so what I did was I go, okay, here's my move. I don't want all this shit anyway because I want to be lean anyway. I want to go be able to move anywhere and not have to move my entire life every time.
Right.
Like if I had to pick up next week and move, I could do it like this now.
Okay. Sure.
Which is good for me, Rich, because I'm probably not going to stay at this place forever. It's not a great location. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When you're living a gypsy lifestyle, the reason why they don't have a bunch of stuff is because you can't stay places usually too long, right? Like you want to keep moving.
Yeah.
That's the gypsy point, right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll get a storage locker, and this was a killer move, $50 a month.
Thank you.
And it was on my block in Harlem. So what I did was over 2 days, I walked a bunch of stuff over there. So now I could a lot of the stuff were options that were furnished, bedroom, month to month, $800. Now those are all options.
Those look good.
And I need those to be options because I need to be out soon. Even if I'm going to leave again,
Okay.
it's fine. I want to get out. I just got to get out.
So, I just want to make sure. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
apologize if I'm jumping the gun. Are you telling me right now you're renting an apartment and also a self-storage facility in Harlem?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But totaling 700, that's still total $750 a month.
Not bad.
Right. So I could pay the 25. Not to say yours is. Look, you're living your life. You're a very successful man.
No, I'm
you're
not.
not taking. You're not taking this. You know me. Like, so that I'm not paying. Thankfully, too, and I was making a lot more money earlier in the year because my work goes like this.
Wait, I thought you're full-time.
No. I work there. I'm employed there full time, but I'm still an hourly employee. So if there's no hours, like I had no hours in September.
But I thought it's your own hours.
If I'm on a case. So I work for the firm, and if there is a case,
Yeah.
I get hours. But if I'm not on a case, I don't get hours.
But you're full-time.
Yes, I get all the benefits.
This is very confusing.
Yes. So it's still up and down. It's less up and down than usual, but it's still up and down.
So they just have you sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
You're just in the bullpen?
I'm a bench attorney. It's it's my name, bench attorney.
That's what a bench attorney is?
Yes. Yes.
That's a very convenient name. That's pretty.
Yes.
I call you a bullpen attorney.
I love that. I'm in the bullpen.
You're in the bullpen. You're just
Yes.
hanging out.
Yes.
And whenever they need you, they're like, Hardy, start throwing.
That's
You start throwing around.
crack open a few case books.
Yeah.
All right, what's it about? Yeah,
Guy in baseball pants and a pullover walks into the office, just starts watching you.
No, it's like me. It's like this. I come in, and I don't have hours right now, like I did last couple weeks, but I don't. So I pop in all the time.
You walk into a legal office like that?
Yeah, yesterday I had my jersey on.
Okay.
2:30, coffee, sit down, pop on the net, do a little writing, pop over to the gym, pop back.
So you use
It's
your
like
office.
a base.
Yeah, you use your office more as a home base.
Yes, I have a cubby there. I have like a locker.
You do more extracurriculars than actual work.
In the last 3 months, yes.
Gotcha. That's
Yes.
a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. But for the first 10 months or the first 8 months of the year, I was full-time and then some. I worked 2 months OT, if you remember this.
I do remember this.
Yeah, and I made some good cheddar. I made some fucking cheddar, bro.
Yep.
So I don't want to tear through that.
So you get all these jerseys.
Yeah.
I like how you're like, I'm in $300,000 in student loans. I have massive credit card debt.
Yeah.
I am investing in the jerseys right now.
No, listen. I have been upping my gear a little bit, but this is why I keep other things low. I keep other outflow low.
Right, so you can keep jersey inflow high.
Yeah, so I can eat food and not hate myself and buy some decent gear and go to the gym. I'd rather live look, my place with the smell, okay?
Okay, let's go back to the smell.
listen.
What kind of smell are we talking about?
Listen to me, right? So, well, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I put the stuff in storage. Now all those other listings become options, right?
Yes.
I hit those up. They give me the business.
Love it.
I get on the phone with a guy. He's like, so what's your budget? And I'm like, bro, I hit you up about an apartment you listed for $900.
You're in the budget.
Yeah, that's my budget, dickhead. And he goes, oh, well, that's going to be tough. I'm like, you listed the apartment at $900.
What are you talking about?
And he's like, well, what's your budget? Do you think you could go above that? And I'm like, bro, you're smoking me out immediately? This is...
What a terrible business, man.
Oh, my God, dude. Immediately, dude. So I got off the phone with him, and then he feels bad, and he texts me a listing for like $900. He's like, this is the one place I have for like $900.
This is the one place I have that I'm being honest about.
I'm saying, dude. So then this guy, I can't do that. This guy goes under. And then I don't know if these guys care, but I asked a couple other guys, I don't know if you know about this, a couple comedians, to live with them.
Who?
And that went under.
I don't want. No, I do want to know who.
No, I'm not going to say on here.
Okay, we'll say off mic.
Yes. But and there's no, they were very sweet, and they you know, they were like very nice about it. But I was like, okay, that just to add to the sort of like, okay, I gotta like get up. I was at a point where it was legitimately like, now I have to actually kind of find a place.
Right.
Okay. So eventually, I saw a listing on there again. I'm going through tons of listings. I'm not thinking like this is the one, right? I just hit a guy up and he got back to me and he immediately and he was like, you know, apartment, room, $700. You know, can you see it come to at 6:30? I'm like, okay, this guy's not playing games.
Perfect.
Like, do you want to bang? It's like a hook. Like, let's bang then.
Right.
Stop beating around the bush and let's fucking do it.
You need some sort of apartment grinder. You need grinder for apartments. You just need
like what's actually real, right?
How far is it from me? What does it look like?
That's right. That's right. So I showed up, met the guy, lived here forever, like 40 years, nice guy, whatever. Of course, the place is insane. I got to go through the. Let me take you through it already. There's the front door. Okay.
Good start.
Right. Then there's like the little mailbox area where you can't. Like, then there's another door. You know that?
Yeah.
You got that.
Yeah, I got that.
So there's the second door. So that's the first key. Then
Gotcha.
you go down the hallway. Then you got to unlock the next door, right? And
so there's 3 doors we're already walking into before we get to apartments.
Yes. And there's way more. So 3 doors, right? So now you go front door, mail door, third door.
Yes.
Now you're in a little square zone that has 2 more doors.
Okay.
Next door, you got a key. Open that door. That door goes downstairs.
Okay.
Into the basement.
Yep.
Now you're in the basement, your final door.
And then there's a Sphinx where you got to answer the riddles 3.
Right. The Sphinx goes, okay, the first riddle is, what is that smell? If you get this right, you will save a man's life. Because what it sounds like, dude, when I came in, I hit this final door, which, by the way, not my door.
Okay.
Just the door into the basement where now all the units are.
Okay. There's more than one unit in the basement.
There's a unit to the left of the Sphinx door, and I met that guy. Nice, sweet guy. Helped me undo the bed frame when I moved in.
Nice guy.
Nice guy. Looked in his room, got a peek. Didn't see anyone dying. But
just the smell like it's dying.
Dude, and he goes, yeah, it smells like someone died. And I'm like, yeah, dude, what is the scent, dude? Okay? I'm walking around the apartment now whenever I'm there with Febreze. I just walk around and spray it whenever I go anywhere now.
Gotcha.
So I go in the next door. So you open that, and then there's units, and there's 3 doors.
Okay.
In the bathroom. And I'm the first door.
Okay.
Okay? Right there. And it fits my queen.
Not bad.
Can't walk to the right. There's a clothing rack. Fits the queen. And then there's probably like 3-4 feet of space.
Fits the queen, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Right. Now, the scent, I can't figure...
We can't figure out the scent.
Cannot figure out... But this lady came out of her room with her boyfriend when I showed up and was kind of like jittery. And I was like, are you on meth? I was like, I do not know what you're on. But started talking a mile a minute. Like, yeah, we live here and no one cleans, but you got to remember to clean. And, you know, how are you? What's going on? And I tried to complain to the guy that runs this place. And then she said something very racist about Asian people.
Okay.
And I was like, hello, we have arrived at my new locale. And there's a smell that I think if I don't report, I might be negligent on.
Right. You might get debarred if you don't report the smell.
I'm like, the smell, dude. And then there's 2 people coming out of a room that one person alone shouldn't probably live in. And there's two there, and I'm like, okay.
Wait, is the
hello.
landlord Asian, or is she just
Yes.
saying racist stuff against Asians for zero reason? Is there at least a reason?
No, you're right. The landlord is at least Asian. He's
Okay.
Korean, though. And when she did the racist thing, she didn't even do the voice. She just said in his Asian voice and then said what the guy says. You know what I mean? It was weird. It was like, do the voice.
If you're
You're
going
a
to be
lazy-
racist, go 100%. Don't do this half-ass racism.
Right. Like, give me a full, like, this is embarrassing for you. Give me the full, I want the full experience, all right? The scent is a full vibe. If you're going to be racist so I can pin you, you know?
Right.
This is crazy. You know? So she's like, yeah, he doesn't answer, you know? He doesn't know what to do. And then one guy was like, yeah, what do you mean the smell? The garlic? And I was like, the
garlic? That's how white they are. They don't even know what different seasonings smell like. They're like, what is that terrible smell? Is that some sort of seasoning? Is that garlic?
I was like, yo, if that's garlic, there's a lot of Italian restaurants that would be out of business, dude. That is not garlic, dude. You know who said that was my TaskRabbit guy. He was like, oh, what do you mean, the garlic? And I was like, bro.
Wait, they both said garlic for the bad smell? TaskRabbit and your neighbor?
No, the neighbor was like, one neighbor was like, it's a dead person. One neighbor was like, we don't know what it is. We think it's coming from upstairs.
The meth neighbor said that.
Yes.
Okay. I have
Yes.
a feeling they're the ones doing the
I'm
smell.
starting to wonder if they're the smell too. I'm glad you said
Yes.
this because I've been doing a little deducing myself. And then this neighbor did a great, immediately, this was great. This is when I really felt like, you know what? I'm a part of the team now. I come out of my room and this lady has taped trash to my door and wrote, please do not leave trash in the hallway. Throw it out.
Was it your trash?
No. It was like someone's earplugs. And I was like,
What?
Yeah.
They picked up earplugs and
Yes,
taped them to your door? And you're month to month on this place?
Yeah.
I would get out immediately.
I didn't even take it down.
It's still on your door?
Yeah, because I'm giving her the wink, you know? I'm like, I'm not going to take it down. I'm never going to take it down. I'm going to let her live with her decision to tape that on my door.
So you're going to keep another person's used earplugs
Yes.
taped to your door?
Taped to my door.
Okay. I can't have you on this podcast again until those are taken down. I just can't accept this.
Well, there's a chance the way we pod, I'll probably won't be back on
That's
for a
true.
few months. So by that time, we'll have...
I'll get a good update.
Here's the thing, though.
Or
You
you're
think
dead.
I want... Right. Again, if I go missing, it's clear.
It's the second door.
It's clear. Now, okay? Look, spent a couple nights there already. Some huge positives. I've gotten some of the best sleeps of my life.
Okay.
Super dark. My other place would never get dark.
Is there a window?
No.
That's a good way for it to be dark.
Yeah.
Also illegal. You legally need to have a window.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
What if there's a fire?
What do you mean? What if there's a fire?
How are you getting out?
Well, would I have gone out the window?
Most people would, yes.
Really?
That's why fire escapes exist.
But like in a house, there's a bunch of rooms without windows. You know what I mean? Like,
But they're not bedrooms.
sure. So it's a bit of a fire hazard if you were like in your house and you fell asleep with a room.
It's
without
not a
window.
bit of a fire hazard. It's a fire hazard.
Yeah. Well, this is a fire hazard.
Yes.
This area is a fire hazard. Yeah.
I'm nervous.
You're nervous.
Yes. We have meth addicts taping earplugs to your door, and there's no way for you to escape.
Well, don't make me nervous.
It sounds like you are it.
I'm not nervous. Well, I'm not planning on a fire.
It would be weird if you were.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is well, I should say there is a window, but there's an AC in it.
What?
So that's probably not ideal. I would have to take the AC out.
Yeah, in the event of a fire, they don't usually recommend uninstalling your air conditioning unit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so there's a fire hat.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, have you never lived in a room without a window?
Not once in my life.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I've lived in a couple.
I'm not surprised.
I lived in one, and I was paying a ton of money, and I lived in Brooklyn.
The downtown Brooklyn place?
Yeah, and I had a gorgeous island kitchen, and my bedroom did not have a window. Only one of the rooms had a window.
Did you put up a fake wall to make the bedroom?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those in Stuytown, too.
I lived like that in my first apartment and my second apartment. For
But
4
you
years,
said
I
you
lived
had
like that.
But you said you
I had
a window.
windows in them.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll take that under consideration moving forward. But it doesn't have it doesn't have. But I got an unbelievable sleep
Great.
because it gets so dark, which is big for me because I really struggle with sleep.
You're a nocturnal lawyer.
Yeah, and I struggle with getting sleep, and it's well heated.
And get air conditioned.
Yeah. So my problem was in the last place that I lived in for 4 years. If we want to talk, about challenges, that place had a hole in the window, so my room was unbelievably cold.
A hole in the window?
Yeah, dude. We're talking like 40, 50 degrees in the winter in my room.
The glass had a hole in it.
The AC couldn't make it, and there was gaps.
Right.
Yeah. Air was flowing in, and the heat wasn't working.
Okay.
Yeah. Tons of mice. It's actually an improvement. I'm not even messing with you. Fire escape, fire hazards. It's actually an improvement.
Well, one con, and again, we've only been there for 4 days now.
I don't know if what is it, the meth lady?
No, I was going to say we have no cure for COVID at this place.
Right, we have no monk.
We have no monk.
We have no cure for COVID. Right, and I don't know some of the other. I haven't met the other guy yet. The guy next to me.
I thought you met all the people.
Not the one guy. The one guy next to me. I met the one guy who lives out at the Sphinx store.
Oh, so he's not in the wing, in your wing.
No, he's not in my wing.
Gotcha.
My wing, though, has like a door to go outside to a backyard. So there is a backyard.
Okay, so you got some outdoor space.
Yeah, I can. I guess in the event of that situation, I would go there. I would run.
Yeah, I guess. Right.
Which is actually good to know, to think about. And then there's a little kitchen. I'm not using that, but
it's there.
It exists.
Okay.
And then there's a little outdoor area.
Okay.
But I'm not using common areas,
No.
Right. Right now, what I like about this, which is a very pre-pandemic vibe, and let me know when you got to go, because I don't want to take up.
We'll wrap it up soon.
Okay.
We're an hour at 8.
Yeah, because I don't want to take. I could sit here all day, talking about
fire hazards.
what's going on
right
at this new place, the scent, all kinds of. What I like is that which is very pre-pandemic. I like compartmentalizing things in my life. So I like that right now. It's a place where I just go to sleep.
Yes.
I don't
It's a crash
out.
pad.
Yes. And it's helpful for me because it keeps me up and active and out and going to your show last night and hanging out with Luch and going to the show before and writing and going to work. I'd rather go to a movie or church or wherever the fuck and hang out.
Church?
I've been going back into. I don't go to mass, but I go in and I.
Wait, you've been going to church but not mass?
Yeah.
Are you just going to empty churches and hanging out?
I go to St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's right on the block where I work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Well, that's kind of a different situation.
Yeah.
Are you just hanging out in St. Patrick's Cathedral?
Yeah, I go in, I sit. Sometimes I light candles. I pray.
This is a new thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up like going every weekend. Still don't go to mass. I mean, I've found myself in a mass randomly. It's kind of like AA for me. I'm sober. Everyone out there.
Yep.
Like never comes up.
It doesn't come up.
It's so
Except
funny.
for the last episode where it's all we talked about.
Yeah. So like here and there, yeah, it is more Yes, this is more of a new thing. And it's because St. Patrick's Cathedral is so beautiful. It's right there, and it's open.
Yeah, so
Like tourists come through
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
can just sit there.
Yeah. It's fucking unbelievable. Yeah. Very nice, especially in New York for like the quiet.
Sure, I didn't think about that. It's a
Yeah.
good place if you're just trying to
That's right.
get. It's there or a library.
Yeah. And I go to the Rose Public Library also,
There
New
you
York
go.
Public Library, which is over on Bryant Park,
Yep.
which is a unbelievable place to go.
Fantastic
to hang
place.
out, read. Yeah. So, it's keeping me. I had this whole thing with ordering food. This will wrap it up. But too,
Okay.
I was like up in Harlem. I love Harlem, but another giant plus. I'm in Astoria, and I'm on a Steinway. I'm right on the old block I used to live on when I lived behind the hair salon. Did I tell you?
Yes.
So I'm literally full circle.
You're back.
I love the neighborhood, Rich.
Neptune Diner right there?
Michael's Diner.
Michael's
Neptune
Diner. Yep.
Broadway.
Yep.
24-hour.
Thank you.
Fruit market, vegetable market, 24-hour food market. Unbelievable restaurants.
Yes.
Not expensive restaurants. All the ones I want. Mom's Kitchen, Bear Burger, Little Thai Place. 30 and you're out the door.
Thank you.
So awesome. The neighborhood, dude. And the subway, which I just rode. Views of the city
Gorgeous views.
as you come careening into the city. And this is what's helped. This is what I loved back then, and this is what I'm loving again. I come into New York, and I leave it again.
You're like Spider-Man.
Yes, and it helps me compartmentalize. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm going back to the clear sky and my nice little neighborhood and the gore, and
Yes.
I love that kind of and when I go to the place, when I go to the 8 rooms and the Sphinx and the final resting place, I'm not ordering food there. I can't order. I'm done for the night. That's just where I go to
So you
sleep.
pick up your food.
Yeah, I have to either eat there, which I used to do a lot, just eat there, and then finally when I go home, that's it. When I'm going to bed.
Yep.
And this helps me. It just does, because when I was in Harlem, I was just fucking watching. I'm up all night. I'm watching movies. I'm hanging out. I'm hanging out in my room, the living room. I'm not leaving. I'm feeling isolated, lonely. All right, what do I do now?
Right.
It's very lazy. It's very easy. And then we were remote. And everyone was like, stay inside. So then I turned the place into a place to stay inside. Now
Yep.
you're not out. You're not doing anything. It's exhausting. And it's 2 things have helped me. Going back to work and getting back to making where I sleep. And that's it.
That's it.
I don't have a fucking TV. I don't have a fucking hang zone. I'm out. I'm moving. I'm active. And if I disappear,
We know who to look for.
this 4-door Sphinx.
There's 3 subjects already. Nothing's happened, but there's already 3 subjects.
No.
We'll wrap it up there.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Freaky Arches. Watch out for his death.
Yes. All right, people.
Adios.